Palatka before. When I was born in St. Augustine. When I was about 6, we moved to Palatka. And my mother was a registered nurse and was a hardcore Nixon Republican. She loved Eisenhower, loved Nixon, but she was very open-minded about everything. And she had when the North Florida and the American Southeast in general was highly segregated, she always worked on an equal basis with black professionals. It just was the way it worked. They were her friends. They were good at it. She liked them. They liked her. And she worked at a place in St. Augustine called the Neal Neighborhood House that was a neighborhood clinic where the nurse named Thelma Britton, who was her lifelong friend. When we moved up to Jacksonville later, she worked at Brewster Duval Medical Center and was a teacher at the school, a school for black registered nurses. But in Palatka, she worked at a little welfare hospital in a 2-story building called Mary Lawson Hospital. And it's where people who didn't have a lot of money could come and get fixed, whether it was a splinter or a heart attack. Mary Lawson would take them in. And this is a story about a guy, and it's a true story, about a guy that they brought in one night to Mary Lawson when she was the head nurse in charge of the night shift. And well, you'll hear a story in the song. And when they spoke to her, they would refer to her as White Nurse. And this is called White Nurse. And it's about my mom. And here it goes. 1953. We lived down on Emmett Street. My mama lived to heal the working poor, and she prayed for 1954. The head nurse in charge of the night shift at Mary Lawson Hospital. A 2-story rundown house in the dark heart of Palatka. A walk-in clinic downstairs, 12 beds of care upstairs. Black faces mostly, except for her and Dr. Ziegler. Taking temps and giving shots, most of the time just listening. They all called her White Nurse, and that was who she was. One night this man came in by the name of Delmont Bishop, drunk from moonshine whiskey, broke from too much poker, walking home on the railroad track. He got hit by the northbound train, knocked down into the palmetto scrub, and hauled off to Mary Lawson, where he laid in a coma for 10 whole days. Late one night, Mama was making her rounds, and she heard this strange voice say, it said, "White Nurse, come to my bedside." How did I get here? My body's aching like I've been hit by a Buick. She said, "Welcome back, Mr. Bishop, to the bright world of the living. Let me get my clipboard. I'll take down just a bit of your information." Well then, White Nurse, she said with pride, "I am both holiness and sanctified, and when I die, I will reside at the right hand of our Lord. I'm a self-made man. I do not appreciate a handout. I do my job and I sell fresh fish on ice from the back of my truck. I got finger mullet, I got Mayport shrimp, I got whiting so sweet, make your knees go limp. Fresh snapper just as pink as ham that has not been inspected by Uncle Sam. price is right and the product's tops. Well, if you don't believe me, you can ask the cops. I sell to them and some preachers too, and I'd be proud to sell to you. Palatka was a small town, and people saw things, and out of nowhere he said the weirdest thing. He said, "White nurse, that man you're with, he doesn't understand you. We've all seen him with you downtown. Those two little boys, me and my brother Bill. That man, he never smiles. I don't think he could make you smile. White nurse, around here we all think you're an angel, but an angel should be smiling." Mama said, "Well, thank you, Mr. Bishop, for your assessment of my situation. My husband is a serious man, and these are serious times. Perhaps that blow from the northbound train dislodged your sense of cognition. I think for you in the present tense right now, your best cure is rest." Then he smiled, and she smiled. Their smiles rose like separate suns, just 2 feet between them, 2,000 miles apart. Oh, Mr. Bishop just drifted off. Mama looked out the window, saw my daddy's car at the curb. She knew her shift was over. '53. We lived down on Emmett Street. My mama lived to heal the working poor, and she prayed for 1954. Thank you. All right. That's right. That's what it is. You won't hear that on any cruise ship anywhere. All right.